Trust is the foundation of every strong relationship, but it doesn't just appear overnight. Whether you're starting fresh or rebuilding after a rough patch, trust takes time, effort, and consistency. In this video, we're breaking down how to build trust in a relationship with simple, real-life steps that create emotional safety, deepen connection, and strengthen your bond. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more real talk on love, growth, and relationships that last. Let's get into it. Be consistent in your words and actions. The fastest way to build trust is to become someone whose words match their actions. When you say you'll call at 8, call at 8. When you promised to help with something, follow through. This isn't about grand gestures or perfect behavior. It's about reliability in the small, everyday moments that make up your relationship. Consistency creates predictability, and predictability creates safety. Your partner needs to know that they can count on you not just during the good times, but especially when life gets challenging. This means showing up emotionally when they need support, keeping your commitments even when it's inconvenient, and maintaining the same level of respect and care regardless of your mood or circumstances. Start small if you need to. If you've been unreliable in the past, don't promise the world overnight. Instead, make smaller commitments that you know you can keep. Then gradually build up as you prove to yourself and your partner that you're someone they can depend on. Communicate openly and honestly. Trust thrives in an environment of open communication. But this goes deeper than just sharing your thoughts. It means creating a safe space where both you and your partner can express vulnerabilities, concerns, and even uncomfortable truths without fear of judgment or retaliation. Start by sharing your own feelings and experiences honestly. When something bothers you, address it directly rather than letting resentment build. When you make a mistake, own it immediately rather than trying to cover it up or deflect blame. This level of transparency shows your partner that you value honesty over protecting your ego. Equally important is how you receive your partner's honesty. When they share something difficult with you, resist the urge to become defensive or dismissive. Instead, listen with curiosity and appreciation for their courage in being vulnerable. Thank them for trusting you with their truth, even if it's not what you wanted to hear. Remember that honest communication isn't about saying everything that comes to mind. It's about being truthful when you do speak and creating an atmosphere where important conversations can happen without fear. Show respect for boundaries. Trust requires mutual respect for each other's boundaries, both spoken and unspoken. This means honoring your partner's need for space when they ask for it, respecting their relationships with friends and family, and never pressuring them into situations that make them uncomfortable. Pay attention to the subtle ways your partner communicates their limits. Maybe they need time to process before discussing serious topics, or perhaps they have certain subjects they're not ready to explore. Respecting these boundaries shows that you prioritize their comfort and autonomy over your own immediate desires. Boundaries aren't walls designed to keep you out. They're guidelines that help both of you feel safe and respected in the relationship. When you consistently honor your partner's boundaries, you demonstrate that their well-being matters to you as much as your own. It's also crucial to communicate your own boundaries clearly and kindly. Your partner can't respect limits they don't know exist. Be specific about what you need and why it matters to you, and work together to find solutions that honor both of your comfort zones. Be vulnerable and share your authentic self. Trust deepens when both partners feel safe enough to be completely authentic with each other. This means sharing not just your strengths and successes, but also your fears, insecurities, and past mistakes. Vulnerability creates intimacy, and intimacy strengthens trust. Start by sharing smaller vulnerabilities and see how your partner responds. Talk about a fear you have, a dream that feels impossible, or a mistake you made that taught you something important. When your partner responds with empathy and acceptance, it becomes easier to share deeper parts of yourself. Vulnerability is reciprocal. As you open up, your partner will likely feel more comfortable doing the same. This creates a positive cycle where both of you feel increasingly known and accepted for who you truly are, rather than the polished versions you might present to the world. Remember that being vulnerable doesn't mean dumping all your problems on your partner. or using emotional intensity to manipulate situations. Healthy vulnerability is about sharing your inner world in a way that invites connection and understanding. Handle conflicts constructively. How you navigate disagreements and conflicts reveals everything about the trustworthiness of your relationship. Trust isn't built by avoiding conflict, but by handling it in ways that strengthen rather than damage your connection. When conflicts arise, focus on the specific issue at hand, rather than bringing up past grievances or attacking your partner's character. Use I statements to express how you feel instead of making accusations. For example, say, "I felt hurt when you canceled our plans," rather than "you always cancel on me." Listen to understand, not to win. Your goal should be finding a solution that works for both of you, not proving that you're right. This might mean compromising, finding creative alternatives, or simply agreeing to disagree on less important matters. After conflicts are resolved, take time to reconnect and reaffirm your commitment to each other. This helps prevent resentment from building and shows that your relationship is stronger than any single disagreement. Give trust to receive trust. One of the most counterintuitive aspects of building trust is that you often need to give it before you receive it. This doesn't mean being naive or ignoring red flags, but rather approaching your relationship with a presumption of good intentions rather than suspicion. Stop checking up on your partner constantly or looking for evidence of wrongdoing. Instead, give them the benefit of the doubt when situations are ambiguous. If something seems off, address it directly through conversation rather than detective work. Trust your partner to make good decisions, even when you're not around. Support their independence and individual growth rather than trying to control or monitor their every move. This kind of freedom actually strengthens trust because it shows you believe in their character and judgment. When your partner makes mistakes, focus on understanding why it happened and how to prevent it in the future, rather than using the mistake as evidence that they can't be trusted. Everyone makes errors in judgment sometimes. What matters is how you both learn and grow from these experiences. Building trust isn't about grand gestures. It's about showing up, being honest, and choosing your partner every day. It grows slowly, but once it's there, it changes everything. If you're working on building or rebuilding trust, share your thoughts or questions in the comments. Your story might help someone else. And for more honest relationship advice, don't forget to subscribe and tap that bell. See you in the next one.